Many video games have a silent protagonist, using only music as the driving audio for their game. Designers of these games base the entire experience around the way the music blends with the environment and telling a story without any words at all. Games like Journey and Limbo, as well as Inside, tell fantastic and interesting stories without saying a single thing to the player. They put you in the experience and just leave you to it. Of course, like I talked about in the Zelda video from the week before last, the game designers aren't just dropping you into a world defenseless, they are cleverly teaching you what to do, at least in a well-designed game. This is considered avant-garde, and when well done, it can craft a fantastic, unforgettable experience. Well, what if there is none? A game without music is typically a very gimped experience overall. If it doesn't have any sound, it can feel somewhat pointless. If the game is simple, then it tends to not matter much, but in a more advanced game, sound can be everything. Imagine trying to play Five Nights at Freddy's with the sound totally off.
Nice. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Ah.
Okay, middle.
You miss out on the sound cues, which are pretty much the only way to predict the animatronics attacking. But I'm sure most of you know this already. Of course sound is important. But what about when the game takes it away? When I was originally writing this script, the example I had in mind was a specific point in Twilight Princess. Then Mario Odyssey came out and provided another fabulous example, so let's walk through them both. By the way, there are some possible spoilers ahead for those who haven't played Twilight Princess yet. In The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Link spends the early game in tutorial segments in his home, Orden Village. This segment may be pretty long, but the characters here are likable and interesting. In this particular game, Link is a farmhand. He is often called in to herd goats back into the barn. Link's close friend is eventually taken from the village, and he himself has to go to the realm of Twilight to try and find her. Skip to about halfway in the game, and Link is a lot more familiar looking. The player has the ability to go back to the initial village. The moment that I want to highlight is if you decided to do that at night. If you make your way through the village, you'll find silence. The music is non-existent. If you move on to the farm, all you can hear is the wind gently blowing through the surrounding trees. This takes an average moment and makes it an unforgettable one. The music is gone, and the player is almost forced to reminisce on the adventure so far. Link's close friend has been taken, and he leaves his quiet life to find her. The game started with this village, and now that you've returned, you realize how much actually has changed. This was a phenomenal decision. Just by taking away something that normally provides so much emotion at the right moment, you can create a moment that feels even more real. Cut to Mario Odyssey, which hopefully at the time of this video's release has only come out a little over a week ago. This example has a lot less potential spoilers. It is fairly early in the game and has no plot relevance at all, but if you are completely avoiding information at all, you might want to click off. It's okay, I still love you. This general moment takes a lot less time to explain why it's so powerful. I'm sure you will easily identify what I'm referring to. Like I said before, this isn't particularly far into the game, it's a little closer to halfway. But it tells you what kind of magical experience you're in for. You may not have noticed, but as Mario progressively gets further from the ground, the music fades. The closer you are to the street, the louder the music gets. But when you reach this, the highest point in New Donk City, the music is totally gone. You just hear the wind blowing and have a moment to think about your experience thus far. This video was a little bit less of a direct critique on game design and stuff, more just a fun thing. I wanted to share some moments that I held dear to me in gaming, so if you enjoyed that, then that's awesome. Please subscribe if you have yet to, and you want to see more. Like below if you haven't either. Comment your thoughts and your feelings or any other moments you may be familiar with similar to this. Jesus loves you, so do I. Tune in next time, and goodbye.